From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing on first down is Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Got one. Switch it.
Murray trying again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his sixth touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Goff will lead the Rams out here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Squeeze, double. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Time to go, night. 58.
Goff now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic. Go, go, go.
Tiger.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
Hey, I 7.
Now it's gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
We're good.
48.
Hey, Echo. Turbo's up.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Flush to his right. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
March 43. March 43. Slam, kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To throw, it's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
65.
After the interception, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Leaping, and he makes the grab. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
58, right there. Oh, yeah, 58. 14.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Goff. And this is caught at the 8. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Goff now looking to throw.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check, 43. No chance.
Now gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I'm coming for you. You
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here we go.
I think a free play now for Goff.
Big stop, let's go.
He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Hey.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
25, check 25, check 25. Check it off. Take it.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Alert flag, alert flag.
Ric Flair. Hey, 76. 76. 76. Turbo set. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go. Turbo set.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's got it. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Henderson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Goff, looking deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Coming after you. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check the backer. Shit. He's checking. Undercross.
Here's Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Hey. Tighten up. Say. Kill. Check 4. Jim.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood!
Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. On 1st down, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff going up top for Kupp. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way going to the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Henderson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. I'm letting you know right now. You 2 for it. Hey, orbit.
Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for L.A., their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.